to another episode of Website Traffic Wednesday. I am excited to be here. I am your host, your marketing funnel coach, Claude Bailey with 24/7 online marketing. I'm excited to be here. All right, if you guys are happy, give me a hand clap in the chat. All right, give me a thumbs up. Hey, guys, this is going to be pretty exciting. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying this past few Wednesdays, Website Traffic Wednesday episodes that we've been going through. I don't remember the exact number right now. I didn't look it up, but we've been doing it for consistently now for some time now. I know we went through all of November except for one Wednesday that was doing Thanksgiving week. And we've been doing it ever since then. So, guys, I've really been excited to do this. It really helps me try to figure out good ways to help you. So, guys, if you have any questions whatsoever, there's a couple things you can do. One, you can join me in my live webinar room here on Webinar Jam. All you got to do is click on the post description link that is below. Click on that link, register, and you're going to get a couple benefits as described in the post description, right? One, you're going to get a copy of my new book, my recent book, How to Use A/B Testing in Marketing, right? For free. You'll get that. You can buy it on Amazon if you want for 99 cents, the Kindle version, obviously, of course. Or you can just get it for free just by giving me your name, email address, and I'll send the download link to your email address that you provide. All right. So that gets you in. Once you're in, guess what? You get some other cool stuff, right? One, priority-wise. One, when you have a question, you become priority. You are now a member in the webinar room, so you are now my VIP attendee, which means when you have a question, your question gets answered first before anyone else that's on Facebook or YouTube. All right. So now, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, here's a hard part for you. Now you got to do a little bit extra work to ask a question. You have to put a Q in front of a colon or semicolon so that when I filter in my comments section, I can filter on the capital Q. And that way I know there's a question. So when I'm scrolling through all the comments, I can see there's an actual question and I can stop and answer that question. Otherwise, it's hard for me to tell if there's an actual question or just a comment, all right? And this makes it more efficient when you put the letter Q in there, right? Now, if you're in the webinar room, right, there's already a little section inside the webinar room that says Q&A. And all you got to do is go in the Q&A tab inside the chat window and just type in your question. And I automatically see it. And it's right in front of my screen. So guess why? You become a VIP because you're front and center for me, okay? If you're on the chat, you're kind of off to the right. So if you see me look off this way, I'm probably going to get a chat or questions coming through here, Facebook or YouTube, or I'm got some other stuff I'm working with to move things around as far as presenting to you, all right? So that's number two. So now, number two benefit is, now I didn't really say that in the benefits on the list, but that's number two. But number two on the list in the post description is this. When I have handouts, cheat sheets, workbooks, whatever it is I'm talking about for free, you get to download those for free when you're in the webinar room. Why? Why, Claude? Why don't you just give me a link in the chat? Well, because guess what? I put a link in the chat, and then after so many comments, it scrolls off, and people can't see it. And those that might come on late, they don't see it. And so now they're like, where's the link? Right, and now I got to put a link back in. And then this just distracts the flow of the show. And so it's just easier for me to pop a button up inside the webinar room. And then if you're in the webinar room, you just click the download button and you download it. And then if you're watching the replay, guess what? It comes up. The download button comes up in the replay and you just click the download button. You're watching the replay on the webinar replay room. Okay? That's what I give for my VIP attendees. If you want to become a VIP attendee, give me a hand clap, give me a thumbs up. Say, yes, you want to come in VIP attendee. Better yet, just go do it. Don't give me all that stuff. Just go do it. Now, the third thing is, we have what I call the traffic funnel Wednesday, right? And so what I'm trying to do is a funnel traffic challenge, right? And so if you have any problems getting traffic to your website, to your funnel, to your sales page, to whatever it may be, your landing page, whatever you're trying to get traffic to, when you become a member, a VIP attendee, you will get to challenge me to try to show you how to get traffic within the time of the episode. Now, I understand some of you guys may not want to have all your information out there in public and you might be embarrassed, whatever it may be. It's okay. I'll be embarrassed too. So this is why I'm saying, we don't have to do it live. We can do it in the privacy, just you and I one-on-one behind the scenes with no camera. Well, just our cameras looking at one another, but not camera to the world. No live streaming. How's that sound? Right? We won't live stream it. Or just to be you and I. And then we'll schedule a time on my calendar. We'll have 20, 30 minutes together and I'll try to knock out the challenge for you. Right? And we'll see if I get you guys traffic. That sound cool? All right, give me applause. Give me applause if you can. Give me a hand thumbs up. Better yet, just go ahead and join me in the webinar room. That's even better. All right. All right, guys. So I think I took care of all the housekeeping stuff here, right? So, guys, we really want to dump into this website Traffic Wednesday, right? And so, guys, I titled this website Traffic Wednesday, right? What did I call this thing? I said, oh, how to get traffic to your website without paid ads or SEO frustration. So, how are we gonna do that? How will we do that? Well, guys, let's go look at my system, all right? So let's go look at my system here. So as we see here, I have a system I call Marketing Funnel Profits. And what happens in this system? What happens in this system? I have three things that I do, right? I build funnels. I build a funnel first, phase one, and then two, I get traffic to that funnel, and then phase three, I optimize, right? All right, those are the three major phases, right? We talked about this, right? I talked about funnel building and funnel mapping and funnel strategy and all that stuff on Marketing Funnel Monday. On Wednesdays, I talk about website traffic Wednesday, how to get traffic to your website, right? That's website traffic Wednesday. So what we're talking about right now today. And then on Thursday, I have funnel optimization Thursday. So I'm talking about how to optimize your funnel. Okay. So today we're going to talk about how do you actually get traffic without paid ads, right? And that's this step four right here. That's what I call my omnipresent strategy, right? And a couple weeks ago, I shared with you the three steps of the omnipresent strategy, right? Step number one was evaluate your online presence, right? Number two was to submit your citations. And then number three was manage your reviews, okay? So that's literally, guys, this is it right here. I can stop right here. This is the strategy to get traffic to your website without paid advertising. Okay, you're not doing paid advertising at all. You just evaluating online presence, submitting citations. I talked about what a citation are. Business citations are nothing more than just websites out there who are going to promote, who are or directories. These are the business directories, right? Like the yellow pages was back in the old day. We got the big old thick yellow pages. Now you got a bunch of business directories online that look for name, your business name, your address, and your phone number, and maybe a website, and they list it under the business category that they feel it should be. Now they automatically do this because they go out there and search this information from public information. Now you know the problem with public information, especially if it's unclaimed, is that some of it might not be true, right? And that's the problem. Okay, now some of it's not true. Now you might not even know. You probably have some business listings out there already in directories of your business, and you probably don't even know they're out there. Because how did they get it? Well, they got it from public information. When you just registered your domain name or you registered your business name with the local government, it became public record, and that's how they get that information. And other things you might sign up for some stuff. You might have whatever it might have been, right? They get that information, right? They might have scanned your website and saw your website and got some information off your website, right? Or you might have paid to be listed in some business directories and they got that became public information, so they got it that way too as well. There's so many different kind of ways I get. I don't know how to get them all. They just get them all. They find ways to get them. And some of the information they have, it could be old or could be new because they don't actually go and check that out. You know why they don't check that out? Who they rely on to check that out? To rely on you the owner, to confirm that their business information about your business is right. But they don't tell you, hey man, I just found your business information. They don't tell you that. You gotta find a way to find that out yourself if they have it or not. And that's what we're going to talk about here today. We're going to talk about that today, how to find out. And the purpose and the beauty of business citations, why it's important, and why I'm going to share that with you guys today. And that's how we're going to do it. And then I'm going to show you some other cool stuff too as well. All right. So let's jump back in, right? So I put together this nice presentation for you guys. All right. This nice presentation for you guys about the importance of online listings, why it's so important, right? Because I'm telling you guys, this literally, I have a client. I got two clients. That's all I do. I don't know paid ads with them. I do no paid advertising with them at all. All I do is what I'm about to share with you right now, why it's so important. Okay. So importance of online listings, right? This is really, very important. And I want to walk you through this. So back in the day, Google, yes, the biggest search engine in the world, internet search engine in the world, had a dilemma. And that was back in 2000s, man. They had a big dilemma. And what they were trying to figure out here was, in the early 2000s, they realized they wanted to return, they wanted local business information to be returned. And they're having a hard time trying to figure out how to do that, right? Excuse me. So when they were scratching their head, how do we return local business data in search? How to get local business data, the mom and pop shops, the beauty salons, the local grocery stores, the local hardware stores, right? The local landscapers, how to get these guys onto the search results because they weren't there. If you remember before 2000s, you couldn't really find. I mean, it was hard to just see like a little area of local businesses, right? So what do they? So what did they come up with? So how did they get them in search? So they could have thought about, hey, we go buy all the print directories, right? Because all of the local stuff was on. It was in was in Yahoo and not Yahoo, but Yellow Pages, right? So all the local business directories were just like your web page, your Yellow Book, right? So that's what extra. So do we just go scan all those books in all the different cities around the country and around the world, right? And scan all the information and upload it, right? Do we do that? So print directories, right? Yellow pages and all that. And they said, well, you know what? This whole online thing is pretty cool. So I'm gonna start uploading print directories up, right? So that's what they're kind of thinking. So what did they do from there? So Google started, "Okay, you know what? I got an idea. What if we gather the data from Yellow Pages and uploading this information? Because what is Google? Google got bots, baby. Google got a zillion of bots that can just go out there and look at any web page that's out there in the world, right? They can read websites like that. Boom. So they're going like, man, they can get access to the structured data that's being uploaded by Yellow Pages, right? And get the business information that they're looking for that way. Told you, public information, right? So they crawl the Yellow Pages. They crawl any business directories that upload that's on print, that was an offline or print business directory. They start uploading all this information online. They started scanning them things with their bots. They sent out their little robots and started scanning their websites and gathering this information, right? And so they stored it in their own database. All right. So then that's when then they saw Google launched Maps, right? So in local, say Google Local in 2005. And also what we know now today is also called Google Maps. And they even changed the name again to Google Business Profile. And then they changed the name again to Google Business. I don't know what the name is now. They keep on changing the name. Right. But the thing is, they took that information off that was uploaded from Yellow Pages, Yellow Book, and any other business directory that was offline print. That started uploading and creating websites. They started taking that data and doing it, right? And they gathered that, clicked their own database, and they created Google Local and Google My Business, Google Business Profile. This is what it's called now. All right. So, so after they did that, so now they had another dilemma. What was the dilemma? The dilemma was, how much can I trust the data that was coming from Yellow Book and Yellow Pages? Was that information really legit? Right? Because they can pull it up and then they can start listening, but they had no truth. Like, is this legit? Because businesses close, right? I mean, how many times you wouldn't if you're old enough to remember the Yellow Pages and Yellow Book, how many times do you remember going in there and finding some numbers and then you get that dreaded doom 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 doom, like this number is no longer in, right? Was that terrible? You call a business and no longer was available anymore, right? Like, man, that was terrible, right? Or you get some great idea. I always go drive by, see this business is there, and then it's a ghost town. Ain't no business there. It's closed. Been closed for like 2 years, right? So how does Google? How would they know that this information is accurate, right? So how do they know? How can they trust the websites, right? How do they know that your websites are? How do you know you're legitimate business, even because you're listening? You might even be out of business. How do they know? That's all the questions Google was having when they was going through this time. So what did they end up doing? So they have this data about your business, right? They have your name, your address, your zip code, your phone number, and your operating hours. Because usually was uplifted from the print directories that was uploaded. But they don't know if it's accurate. They don't know if you're closed for a holiday. They don't know none of this stuff, right? And so this stuff, this this doubt, or I guess the lack of word for it, the not knowing if the information on this uncertainty kind of hampered the beauty of Google Local at the time they launched it, or Google Maps, right? Because why did it hamper it? Because the end user, you and I, who's searching for a business online locally, if we find out that the first top two listings are not open for business, do we start to trust Google? No, we don't trust them. We don't trust them anymore. This is garbage. This is garbage, man. Google don't know. They ain't that smart. Can't trust Google. And Google don't want you not to trust them. And so they can't trust the listings that the information they have. So they got this big database of businesses, but they can't trust the information that they got. So what do they do? So what do they do? So go out to other top directors, try to confirm this information, right? So there's other directors out there. So you got Yellow Pages, let's say you got Yellow Book. Do they both got the same information listed? Or is it different? You got Yellow Pages, you got Yelp. Or you got Yellow Pages and Merchant Circle. Do they both have the information listed? If they can reconfirm the name, address, phone number, and operating hours, and they match up. Because, oh yeah, I got better certainty about this business now. I believe they really are in business, man. The phone numbers match up, the address matches up, the name matches up, right? The operating hours match up, and they even got a website. Listen, that matches up. I really feel good about this one. I think this one, I feel more certain about this. So I feel confident that I can put this one on, one of the first 5 links, top 5, first page of Google, because I got that certainty, right? So the more complete and accurate your data is, the more Google trusts your business and the greater visibility you have on Google. Does this make sense? Let me know if this makes sense. It doesn't make sense, you put something in the chat. Now, when you don't have this stuff matching, and they go out there, and remember, Google goes out to all kinds of different websites, man. They pull them down, right? And if it matches up, they're good. You're gonna be on the first page, especially if you're the only one that matches up. You'll be on the first page. But if you got some data though that ain't matching, they ain't clicking. That puts doubt. That puts uncertainty in the minds of the Google bots. And Google says, nah, we ain't gonna list them that high no more. We ain't gonna put them up there high. We're gonna put them on page 5, maybe. We ain't gonna put them on first page because I don't trust the data, and I don't want to look bad. I ain't referring this. Here you go. You're gonna like this for you guys old school people that like referrals. I'm not gonna refer this business because I don't trust the information from them. Hey, you want to get referrals? Everyone wants referrals, but you're not gonna get no referrals if people don't trust you. If Google don't trust the information about your business, they ain't gonna refer you. You got it? You understand what I'm saying? You hear me? Let me know if you hear me. Give me a thumbs up. Give me something. Give me something in the chat. You hear me? Let me know. All right. So now, what does that mean? You're not trustworthy. So you're not gonna get ranked high. But the truth is, there's so many sites out there that Google can check to confirm, right? And the more sites that confirm your name, address, and phone number, and business hours, and your website if it's there, all that information adds up, and they can confirm it on the more sites they can confirm it on, the more trust Google has, the more trust Bing will have, right? The more trust Yahoo will have, right? The more trust internet searches it will have. And not only that, but these individual sites that are here, now you gotta listen, there's more than this. This is just a representation of what's out there. And these individual sites can confirm that your information is right because you claim their listing on their site. They trust it more also to elevate it more from when people go to their specific site to put it on the first page, second page, first rank, top 2, top 3, right? So this is why it's very, very important to manage your data listing. All right. So why should you manage it, right? I think I probably hit this on the head, but why? So you want to improve your visibility on Google, obviously on search engines. That's why you want to manage it. That's why you make sure everything's right. Because look, you probably don't know it. There's always some new business director that pops up. It's gonna be say, hey, I got his name, address, and phone number, and it might have the wrong information. And if it doesn't match up, and Google sees that, we got a disconnect here. Do I trust him again? Do I trust him again? What's going on? Right? We were all legit. All of a sudden, some new information popped up. Is the new information right, or is the old one, the old stuff right? I don't know. Don't want no uncertainty here, right? So when that happens, right, it causes mistrust, uncertainty. So every year, the algorithms come back and try to look at this, right? So you got benefits that do this, right? So the second reason you're going to improve referral traffic, right? Like I said, it's a big referral game out there. Hey, do you refer me? Yes or no? Hey, Google, you going to refer me? Hey, business director, you going to refer me? Right? Well, we got to manage that. We got to claim our business listings. And we want to optimize your business listing because, well, guess what? Voice search now is the biggest thing. Voice search optimization is the biggest thing booming right now. You can expect a huge 58% of consumers have used voice search to find local business information in the last year alone. Right? The voice searchers, Alexa, Siri, whatever Google uses, right? They all go to these directories, and if there's mistrust or uncertainty, they're not gonna list or list your business. Okay? They're going to these directories. These directories have to be updated. They have to be managed. They have to be make sure that they're right. And yes, there's a lot of directories, but guess what? It can be done with a click of a button. Literally. It can be done with a click of a button. You don't have to go out there. It's not as hard as you think. Right. And this improves customer because no customer wants to get wrong information. Google doesn't want to give the customer wrong information, and no customer wants to go to a business that's not there no more. Right. You might still be open, but maybe you moved. They don't want us to go to the wrong address. No one wants to call the wrong phone number. Nobody wants to call you by the wrong name, right? So if they do, they just have mistrust. And if there's doubt, the easiest thing to say is no. I'm not doing it. Right? What's the easiest word for us to ever say is no. The most easiest word for human being to say is no, 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 no. 8 o'clock, can I get ice cream? No. 8 o'clock, can I give you $1,000? No. What? What'd you say? Oh wait, right. If you just notice, sometimes comes out of my mouth before you even hear the whole question. I want to give you $1,000, and I'll say no because I wasn't paying attention, right? Just no, no, no. Sometimes you gotta make sure it's not a scam. So sometimes why you might say no, no, because I don't trust you. I don't know who you are. I'm gonna just take $1,000 from you. I don't know where it's coming from. So no, you gotta prove it to me. Prove to me who you are. Let me trust you first. All right, and that's why we have to improve. And so you're improving the customer experience when you do that. Okay, so that's why this is citation business listings. My omnipresent strategy is so important. So real quick, list management services. I told you guys really quick. It's a little quick little button. You can hire people to do it. You can do it yourself. Either way, it's not as hard as you think. It's really just copy and paste, making sure that your name, your name. I keep on say NIL, name, image, and likeness. Sorry, people. Your name, address, and phone number. NAP, not NIL. NAP, name, address, and phone number. Right. If you want to manage that, is a couple things you can do. I'll just go over that with you real quick. All right. Step one, we always start off with if you're gonna hire me, right? I would do it. We go in, we can actually I'll show you how to do this yourself. You can kind of do it. You can get an audit report from me for free. It's totally free. You can get one. Um, and so what it does is it's a custom report. It's gonna scan the whole entire internet. It's gonna scan all the business directories, right? And then it's gonna say if your name, based upon the information you provided in the form to fill out, your name, your address, and your phone number, it's gonna scan all these business directories, right? And it's gonna say, okay, here's what we found. Mismatch here, mismatch here. This agrees. This is right. This is correct. This is wrong. This information is here. This information over here is missing. There's your name is spelled different than it is from what you gave me. It's gonna give you a list of everything and all the business directories out there. Right? It's gonna show you where you stand as to what we call our online presence. Right? This is gonna be your kind of your online presence report. It's gonna show you where do you stand. Right? And then, hey, I don't see your name on this business directory. I don't see your name, address, your phone number. I don't see your contact information, your business listing on this directory. I think you should really get on this directory because this is a real good directory for your category of your business, for your business, for your industry, right? So it's going to kind of put that on there, right? And then if you really want to deep dive, right, have the ability to go in and say, okay, this is what your competitors are doing and how you match up with your competitor, your top competitor, okay? So also the report can tell you that as well. So this is really, really beneficial for you to kind of understand. That's the first step of our omnipresent strategy. Understand where you are currently right now and where we can make the improvements and what business directors you need to claim and what we need to fix and what we need to submit to. Okay. So that's step number one. Step number two, we clean up everything. We build your listings power and we create um, powerful directories, right? So once we know where they are based upon a report, we start claiming them. And it could be images, just fill out a quick form, click a button. That's really all it is. If you want to do it yourself, fill out a form, click a quick button. It's really simple. All right. But we do all that, clean it up then. And then we just go monitor the claims because they don't all come in right away. It's not instant. It's not, I'm sorry, guys, it's not instant. Once we submit for a claim, a business entry, once we submit to correct a business listing, once we submit to submit a new listing, right? It takes some time for these business directories to actually list it. Some of them may do it daily. Some of them may do it weekly. Some of them may do it monthly. Some of them might do it quarterly. Some of them might do it annually, right? And so it takes some time for some of these to go through. But we keep track of what we submitted and what we revised and what we claimed so that we know. Okay. So now we have that. That was your step two. That's how you start claiming this. And what happens when you start claiming this, you'll start seeing as you monitor your search ranking on Google, Yahoo, and Bing, you'll see it start to climb. As you get more of these backlinks, more you get more of this trust me, you will start to climb, and more importantly, you'll start seeing organic traffic coming to your site. Okay? Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions? Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat. Does that make sense, guys? All right. So this is the good stuff here, right? So I want to show you guys one more thing. I need to pull it up though. Give me a minute. Give me a minute here. Now um what do I do with that? Okay, I'm gonna kind of give you an example. I'm gonna give you guys an example, and we're gonna get ready to sign off here. All right, I got an example here for you. So I know that all you guys are not dentists that are watching this, but I want to use this as an example. So for some of my dentist clients and prospects, right, I'll give them a check sheet, a checklist, sorry, right, and then that checklist for my dentist practice, I will share with them, right, where they need to be as far as their business listings, right, and so you can actually manually do this yourself. You can go to these dental business listing websites, which will be Vitals Wellness, Family Dental Directory, Doctor.com, HealthPros.com, CareDash.com, FreeDentalCare.us. There's so many of them. There are over 100 of these puppies, man. There's a lot of them. So here's what I want to share with you guys, right? So here's some key statistics I want you to know, right? And so this say that you are a dentist right now, and I have the same type of information for most category businesses out there, okay? And so here's what it is. So why is business local citation important now? According to research from Bright Local is one of those agencies, one of those uh, companies out there to help get your business listing information accurately and correct with a click of a button, right? You can go there yourself, sign up, subscribe to the service, right, and have them do it, and then pay, to have it do it, or you can have me do it. And I'll be honest with you, I just use them, so you can do whatever you want. But here's some statistics from them, right? So if you're in the dental industry, right? So data research from Bright Local has proven local business listings, also called citations, are essential in getting high visibility in Google local search results. When your business name, address, and phone number are listed online in directories, review sites, and local databases, a business will experience more visibility among local consumers. Key statistics here. This is what I want you guys to look. The average number of business listings for dentists have is 107. Of all industry, the average number of business listings dentists have is fourth. Right. So what does that mean? So there's 107 business listings. You guys probably thinking like, is that really that many? That's the average, man. So look over here. Correlation between the number of business listings and Google ranking. The correlation, say it slower. The correlation between the number of business listings and Google ranking. So here we got on the x-axis down here, we got Google ranking. So between first and third ranking, fourth and sixth, and then seventh through 10th, right? So if you have 123 on average business listings that are claimed and right and confirmed to be good, right? You're gonna be ranked between 1 and 3 if you're in the dentist industry. It's gonna change per industry. Some gonna be higher, some gonna be less. But with this number right here, fourth means this is near the top. Like you need to have a bunch of business listings, right? Really to thrive to get here. Me at fourth. Okay. If you have 118 listings, you're gonna be between fourth and sixth. And you have 111, you're gonna be between 7 and 10. Okay. So typically, Google on the first page of the search results, if there's gonna be business local listings listed, they only really show the first 3. So you need 123 listings. I ain't talking about paying no advertising for this, man. You ain't paying no paid ads to get on first page of Google. You just going through and getting these business directories done. That's it. It's the easiest button. It's the easiest thing you can do to get traffic. Easiest thing you can do to get traffic to your website. Easiest thing you can do. Right? It's so easy. You just got to copy and paste, point and click, type in your name, address, and phone number. And confirm it. That's it. You ain't making up no sales letters. You ain't making up no copyright. You ain't creating no videos. You're not paying for no advertising. You ain't going to do no blog sites. You ain't blogging. You ain't vlogging. You ain't podcasting. You ain't doing nothing. Okay? We're just doing the basic citations, copy and paste. Who can copy and paste? Simple stuff. Simple. It's so easy. That's why it's part of the fun. That's why it's part of the strategy. You guys see the importance of this? You see how important this is? All right. This is this is what I did. This is what I've been doing. You know, this is the stuff that can be done. It's so easy to do. All right. But this is one of the simple things that help you avoid not being where you need to be. Just do this right here. Just do this on the screen. Get your business listings done. Okay. How many people want to get their business listings done? Let me know in the chat. All right. Because we're getting ready to run over time here. And so I want to know how many people want to get their business listings done. Let me know in the chat. All right. Now, there's one more thing I'm going to probably share with you guys here in a minute. All right. I just want to share with you guys. You guys let me know in the chat. I want to share with you this. All right. So, guys, here's all the different industries that we're talking about here. Like, I have all this information. This is on the Bright Local website. You can go look at it yourself too as well. Go to brightlocal.com and go on their blog and resources. Right, they have it here for you. Right, top citations for artists and architects, for beauty and cosmetic industry, for car dealerships, chiropractors, cleaners, clubs and ventures, everything, hotels, HVAC, locksmiths, marketing businesses, right, pest control, right. Well, like if I click on marketing businesses, right, top citations for marketing businesses, right. Here are the top citations right here, right. It just tells you the top. You just go there and you can go look at it yourself, right. Top general citations, right. You can go look at it yourself, right. It's all there. Right, so if you're interested in all that stuff, you can go find it. All right. So same thing. I had the dental industry right here. Dentist. We got the dentist industry here. Right. It's all there. So you can go there and get that stuff. It's there. There's all the citations there. See how many more? It looks like there's more than marketing, right? And then there's all the general ones you need to be listed on. So you can just go there. You can click on these websites. See if your business listed. You can do it yourself. You can do it yourself. Now, if you want my custom report that helps you do this, figure out the custom report, you can do that. I can do it for you. Just send me a note. Let me know, and we'll make it happen. Okay. So that's all we have for you guys. Does that make sense? How you can get traffic without advertising? Do you feel as if I answered that question? Let me know in the chat. Yes or no. If you don't, I'll come back again and try to answer it better. Ask your questions now. If it doesn't make sense to you, ask your questions now. That's what we're here for. That's what these weekly shows are about, guys. Is really to help you. Okay, I can only help you if you ask the questions. If you don't ask the questions, I can't help you. All right, I'll only give them what I think is the right thing to do because I know it. I know how to do it. I just don't make sure I'm sharing the information to you, where you can understand it. That's the key. So if I'm not explaining it right, then let me know, and then I'll try again to get it so you understand it. All right. So all right. So that's all we have for today, guys. I enjoyed this show today. Again, I think it was great stuff, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. This is great. This is Claude Bailey, your market funnel coach. And with that being said, we're going to close this episode down for today. And I'll come back again. Actually, I got a special episode tonight. I got a little webinar I'm doing tonight. You can watch it or you can join me in the webinar room. But if you go to subscribe to, if you subscribe to my channel, you go look on my homepage of my YouTube channel. You'll see that I'm going live today at 8 p.m. We're talking about recession-proof your business, how you can do that. So if you guys are interested in how to recession-proof your business, we're going to talk about that tonight at 8 p.m. So you'll see me there again and again. But if you don't want to join that, you can join me again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have, what is it? Can't hear you. Funnel Optimization Thursday. That's right. We're going to learn about funnel optimization, and then you can also subscribe and get notified when that happens as well. All right. So thank you guys so much, guys. God bless you all. Hope to talk to you soon. Hope to see you guys in my VIP attendee room. Become a VIP attendee, man. Can't wait to see you in there. Some good stuff. All right. God bless you guys. Have a blessed night.